Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Warning: major spoilers for Reacher Season 3 below. Reacher Season 3 certainly delivered on the death of hulking villain Paulie, but the most inventive demise of the series went to Angel Doll. Ever since it was announced that Reacher Season 3 was adapting the novel Persuader, viewers were waiting for the inevitable showdown between Reacher, Alan Ritchson, and Paulie, Olivia Richter's. I'm happy to report the Paulie vs. Reacher battle was just as epic as advertised, with the former being almost Terminator-like in his quest to bring Jack down. Reacher is finally able to kill Paulie by jamming a bullet down the barrel of a massive machine gun and tricking Paulie into pulling the trigger. The exploding gun fatally wounded Paulie, though Reacher didn't have the time to celebrate as he still had to take down Quinn, Brian T. In keeping with the Lee Child Jack Reacher books, the deaths of the villains on show typically aren't that inventive. A headshot or neck snap are two of Reacher's go-to moves. He tried a spiker move on Angel Doll, Manuel Rodriguez scenes, in Episode 2. Truckin', though. Angel Doll was another of Quinn's men and accompanies Reacher on a mission to identify the vehicle used in the attempted kidnapping of Richard Beck, Johnny Birch told. The more they work together, the more Angel spots holes and inconsistencies in Reacher's cover story, and at the end of Truckin', he confronts him about it. Things get very tense indeed, as Angel Doll points out all the issues with Jack's cover. When he threatens to go to Beck's head of security, an angry Jack slams Angel's head on a paper memo holder, killing him instantly. This was the funniest and most inventive death of Reacher Season 3 for a few reasons. The first is just how unexpected it is. It plays like a jump scare, where Angel is getting in Reacher's face before the latter impulsively slams his head. There's also Reacher's own reaction, where he is instantly annoyed at his own decision and the realization he'll have to clean up the body. There's also just the use of the paper memo itself, since Jack usually resorts to guns, knives, or his bare hands to take care of business. Angel Doll might win in the inventive Reacher deaths category, but the Reacher vs. Paulie bout is still the Season 3 highlight. Sure, it was wildly cartoonish and over the top, but it was also immensely cathartic and entertaining. Unlike some action stars, Ritchson had no issue with letting Reacher get his ass kicked, and the ebb and flow of the battle between these two human cages was perfectly balanced. Their battle ended differently in Lee Child's Persuader, where Reacher ended up emptying two magnums into the evil bodyguard at close range. Considering Paulie seemed to love his gigantic machine gun, it made sense for that to be the tool of his destruction. Sure, Paulie's demise isn't as funny as Angel Doll's, but it sure was a fitting end. Reacher Season 3's most inventive death scene wasn't Paulie's. It happened 6 episodes earlier. As fans of Reacher dive into the 3rd season of this hit series, they find themselves immersed in a world filled with action-packed sequences, cunning strategies, and a rich tapestry of well-crafted characters. While much of the discourse has centered around the heart-pounding moments and the shocking, and notably inventive, death scenes that the show's creators have meticulously designed, one scene stands out not for the violence it showcases, but for the creativity that enhances the storyline. Although Paulie's demise in the climactic finale has received considerable attention and shock, the most inventive death scene comes 6 episodes earlier, in an unexpected moment that reinforces the show's commitment to complex storytelling. Let's unpack that incredible moment and explore why it resonates so powerfully within the context of Reacher. #####**************************************#################################################################################################################################################################################################################################################################################################################################################### In Season 3, viewers are reacquainted with Jack Reacher, played expertly by Alan Ritchson. As a character rooted in the themes of justice and moral dilemmas, Reacher finds himself embroiled in layers of conspiracy, betrayal, and tactical warfare. This season, the stakes have never felt higher, and the tension is palpable from the very first episode. A narrative quality that hooks fans immediately. The character dynamics become more intricate. Subplots involving various supporting characters, each with their own motivations and backstories, are introduced, setting the stage for a compelling narrative that balances action and emotional depth. It's within this intricate framework that we come across the inventive death scene that captivates audiences not just for its shock value, but for the unique narrative turn it provides. The scene that stands out ***. Midway through the season, Episode 4 presents an unexpected death that shifts the trajectory of the story dramatically. This scene involves a supporting character named Detective Morgan, who has been an ally of Reacher's, but also bears some darker secrets and personal stakes in the overarching conspiracy. The build-up to Morgan's demise is steeped in tension as he struggles with his loyalties. Throughout the episode, glimpses of his internal conflict highlight the character's depth, painting him as a multi-dimensional figure. The scene unfolds as Reacher and Morgan close in on a dangerous lead, taking them deeper into enemy territory, where secrets and betrayals lie waiting. In a shocking turn of events, Morgan is caught by surprise during a confrontation. However, what makes this death particularly inventive is the manner in which it's presented. Rather than a straightforward shootout or brutal beating often seen in action dramas, the scene takes a cinematic turn into the realm of psychological horror. A twist of fate. As Reacher and Morgan search for evidence in a dimly lit warehouse, the atmosphere grows increasingly tense. The lighting casts long shadows and creates an eerie sense of dread, far removed from the typical fast-paced violence that Reacher is known for. As they move through the building, they discover a clandestine operation involving forged identities and illicit dealings. At this moment, Morgan's moral compass falters, revealing a vulnerability that instantly humanizes him. However, just as Reacher begins to piece together the bigger picture, their enemies, with whom Morgan has a secret connection, strike. The visceral jolt isn't just in the action that ensues. It's in Morgan's final moments that the creativity of the scene truly shines. In a flash, Morgan finds himself cornered. Rather than being shot on the spot, the enemies employ a far more psychologically chilling tactic. They leverage Morgan's own fears against him. One of the assailants uses a psychological play, taunting him with information about his family, drawing him into a web of anxiety that immobilizes him. The viewers, already invested in Morgan's struggle through careful writing and character development, are left gasping as they realize that his death is not just the consequence of physical violence, but a cruel manipulation of his psyche. The camera captures Morgan realizing the depth of betrayal, the terror etched on his face, making it clear that his demise is not just about the finality of death, but the devastating implication of loss in all aspects. His fate is sealed not only through physical violence, but through an acute psychological breakdown, making viewers question the morality of both the hero and the villain. Narrative impact ***. The significant impact of this inventive death scene lies in what it contributes to the larger narrative landscape of Reacher. Morgan's death alters the trajectory of Reacher's mission, fueling his resolve while simultaneously showcasing the emotional toll that violence inflicts not just on the innocent, but also on those who find themselves in impossible situations. In a world often populated by mindless violence in linear stories, this moment becomes an elegantly structured commentary on the cost of loyalty, betrayal, and the complexity of human relationships. It allows the audience to delve deeper into Reacher's motivations, pushing him toward a path of vengeance that is now layered with emotional weight. While Paulie's death certainly deserves the attention it receives, a fitting culmination to various character arcs and a testament to Reacher's ruthless efficiency, Morgan's fate serves as an unsettling reminder of the psychological complexities that fuel this narrative. Emotional resonance ***. In a way, this inventive scene becomes emblematic of the best elements that Reacher has to offer. It skillfully mingles heart-pounding action with nuanced storytelling. It raises the stakes and portrays violence not merely as an endgame, but as an instrument of character development and emotional exploration. Audiences are compelled to reevaluate their perceptions of justice, revenge, and morality, contemplating the nuances that define right and wrong throughout the unfolding drama. As viewers eagerly await Season 4, they can reflect on how such inventive moments have shaped their connection to the show. The psychological intricacies surrounding characters like Morgan lend a richness to the narrative that echoes long after the episode ends. Conclusion: anticipating more ****. With Reacher continuing to captivate audiences, moments like Morgan's inventive death remind us that the most memorable scenes often emerge from character-driven storytelling, laced with creativity and emotional depth. While action sequences and high-stakes drama will always excite, it is the complexity of relationships, the moral dilemmas faced by individuals, and the psychological implications of violence that truly elevate storytelling in ways that resonate with viewers. As we navigate the ever-twisting timeline of Jack Reacher's adventures, we will undoubtedly witness more such moments that defy convention, surprise, and leave an indelible mark on our memory. For fans who cherish nuanced storytelling intertwined with action, the journey through Reacher promises to remain just as thrilling, innovative, and impactful as ever.